Hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. So today we will be discussing in the Charaka Sthana second chapter, that is named as Apamargatanduliya Adhyaya. Now the justification for the position of the chapter is that Acharya Charak has given importance to the treatment of diseases, and for that reason, firstly in the first chapter of the Grigam Jivityam Adhyaya, the various steps and measure and other things have been discussed, and in the second chapter immediately the drugs and diets that are required in order to go for treatment purposes or to eliminate the doshas out of the body in order to gain a healthy life, which is the most important part of treatment, have been described here. So the Apamargatanduliya have been placed in the second chapter, and also to the fact that why the name of the chapter is named as Apamargatanduliya, because owing to the fact of the usefulness and the therapeutic properties of the Apamarga plant, and the name of the Apamarga plant is Achiranthus aspera. So the Apamarga has been selected as the name of the chapter, and also the fact that why Tandul and why not beach, because from Apamarga mainly the seeds are required. So the question arises that why the only Apamarga, why the name of the chapter have not been named as Apamarga beach and not Apamargatanduliya. The answer to this question lies to the fact that only dehusked seeds are selected because they are considered to be more therapeutic, because they have more germinative power. So more the properties, more will be the disease alleviating or eliminating actions. Thus only those seeds are selected that have the germinating ability or capacity. That is why the name of the chapter is Apamargatandul. Now, principle of this chapter is that it gives us various drugs that are used in the Panchakarma therapies. Now, what are Panchakarma therapies? They are nothing but the penta biopurification method that Ayurveda has to offer. Now, what are they? They are of 5 nature. Basically, Vaman, Virechan, Shiro Virechan, Asthapan Vasti and Anuvasan Vasti. So we will be starting the chapter firstly with the Shiro Virechan, and also the question arises why the Shiro Virechan has been described first. Generally what happens is that Panchakarma therapies usually starts with the Vaman, but again Acharya Charak has have not given some critical explanation, but also to the fact that whenever there is emergency situation, suppose if a person is suffering from Pittaj disorder, so definitely he will have to go for Virechan therapy first. He can't go for Vaman therapy first because his Pitta have already been aggravated, so he should undergo Virechan therapy, which is the most appropriate treatment for Pitta. Similarly, in the nature, the diseases or the therapies should be selected based on the dominancy of the diseases. And according to another explanation by some scholars, they are saying that just like a tree grows well when its roots are strong, similarly from the head all the vital parts of the body comes out. Thus, if the head is free from diseases, then only the body can function well. That is why the Shiro Virechan has been described first. So, if we see in the slok 3rd to 6th, mainly the diseases which might occur in the head region are the heaviness of head, headache, rhinitis, hemicrania, infectious diseases of the head, epilepsy, anosmia and fainting. Now these are the various diseases that might occur in the head region. Worth mentioning that there are other diseases as well that you will be studying later while studying the other Sthana of Charak. So when these diseases occur, that is they will be occurring in the head region. So what should be the treatment? So always remember that whenever a person is suffering from diseases mainly in the head region, you should always go for Shiro Virechan therapy, that is the Nasya and other therapies. So what will be the drugs that will be used in this therapy? So firstly, Apamarga seed. Also, this is very important to know that in this chapter, whatever drug is mentioned first, that is the most important and most appropriate drug, meaning that in the first seeds of Apamarga have been mentioned. So the most important and appropriate seed for Shiro Virechan therapy will be Apamarga seed. So if someone asks you what is the most important plant for Shiro Virechan, the answer should be Apamarga seeds, that is Apamarga Vij. Along with that, Pipli, Marich, Vidanga, Shigru, Sarsap, Tumburu, Ajaji, Ajagandha, Pilu, Ela, Harenuk, Prithvika, Shuras, Shwet, Kutherak, Fanijak, seeds of Sirish, that is the Sirish of Wij, Lasun, Haridra, Daru Haridra, Saindhav Lavan, Sauvarchal Lavan, Jyotismati, Nagar. So these are the drugs that have to be selected in order to perform the Shiroviration or to eliminate the doshas out of the body that are mainly located in the head region. So the first therapy among the Panchakarma have been described. Now coming to the second one, that is the which includes the Vaman. So what is Vaman? Vaman means emesis, or you have to vomit out from the body, and in that, by doing so, those doshas will be eliminated out from your via your oral route. Now worth mentioning that Vaman therapy are mainly selected in those diseases that are kaphaja in nature or kaphaja prakriti in nature. So we all know that the position of the cough or the dominancy of the cough in our body is in the mainly in the chest and in the head region. So if there is diseases over the chest and in the head region, mainly in the chest region, we will have to go for Vaman therapy. However, if it is in the head region, already it has been described about the Shiroviration therapy. So mainly if in the chest region the or in the Urdhva region the diseases occurs, then we have to go for Vaman therapy, that is the emetic therapy. Now these why will these diseases arise? The diseases might arise due to the vitiation by cough and pitta as described by Acharya Charaka. So in those regions the Vaman therapy has to occur. The important drugs are Madan, Madhuk, Nimba, Jimut, Krittavedan, Pippali, Kutaj, Iksavaku, Ela, Dhamargava. So these are the drugs that have to be chosen or they are appropriate for Vaman therapy. And again, most importantly, Madan Phal is most important for Vaman karma. Again, very important question. The Madan Phal should be or is the most important drug for Vaman karma. And yes, you might ask that why only Vaman therapy in kaphaja diseases? Just think it like that. If you want to, this is just a trick for memorizing purposes. We all know that in the pyloric region we have a sphincter. So actually what is happening in that, generally the vomiting contents comes out from the stomach region. It is very quite impossible to, it might be possible, but it is it is very difficult for the duodenal contents to emit out via the mouth. So this is why exactly for those Vamana therapy have been selected in diseases mainly in the Urdhva region, because it is more easy to eliminate out via the mouth. So you can remember it like that. Now the next one, that is here the purgation or the virechana is described. Now what is purgation? Actually always remember that virechana is mainly for pitta dosh. So any diseases that are arising due to the vitiation of the pitta has to be eliminated, or the virechana therapy must be done. Now what is virechana? It is nothing but some drugs will be introduced, or you will be allowed to intake some drugs, and as a result of which you will be passing frequent stool, and by doing that the doshas will be eliminated out via the anal canal route. Now again, this therapy is mostly beneficial in case of pitta diseases. Again, if you think it like that even in the stomach region there are sphincters, especially in the pyloric region. So the region just after the pyloric region, it is more easy to eliminate out via the anal route in the form of feces or stool. So for that reason the virechana is mostly appropriate in case of pitta disorder, which are mainly the gastrointestinal disorder that might occur in the colon region. So the drugs that can be used are Trivitra, Haritaki, Amlaki, Bibhitaki, Danti, Nilini, Saptala, Vacha, Kampilak, Gavaski, Shirni, Udakiryak and Pilu. Along with that, Aragvad, Draksha, Dravanti, Nichul. So these are the drugs that are being mentioned in case of pitta disorders. And again, most importantly, since Trivitra has been mentioned first, so Trivitra is the most important virechaniya dravya. So this is today for this video. We will be studying the rest of the chapter in the next video. If you like my video, do hit the like button and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.